And for the first product we are going to launch is about this A Metro series, especially for this for wireless bridge solutions, right? So based on this scenario, right, we are trying to create the new product again. Okay, for new series, okay, we are going to compare with the EST right now and giving you some stable and easy installation scenario, right? And for the first product we are going to launching for this series, we call A Metro. Basically, based on A Metro, you're able to see they do have three models. They belong to 550GB, and another of the one of the model we call A Metro 460G and 460F. Based on the 550G base station, right? We call this base station. So based on the base station, you're able to see they do have two coaxial cable to let you to connect any type of the antenna. So the antenna we have been provide to use can be support 360-degree coverage and 2 kilometer. And all the solution from here, the AP from the CPE to the base station also using the 5 gigahertz. Another of the option for the second antenna, they can be covered by 120 degree and 5 kilometer distance. Okay, and the last antenna options, there will be 90 degree and cover 10 kilometer distance. So for this kind of the scenario, what the advantage we built for the customer, right? We can support point to multi-point from different of the angle, right, up to 32 CPE scenario. You know what is the definition about 32 CPE scenario, which means we can using our CPE to match, okay, to match with our display station from different of the location. So for this 460G and 460F, the differentiate between these two models is only the LAN port. This LAN port is come with 1 gig LAN port, and this port only available for 100 base LAN port. The other rest actually is same. So a lot of customers will be asking, oh, since you're able to go for 15 kilometer, what is your this angle, your this Wi-Fi angle about your this CPE, right? So it's a 9 degree. That's why due to the 9 degree, we can switch the Wi-Fi, can be go more further, about 15 kilometer. So this is our point-to-points and point-to-multi-point solutions. And next, I'm going to show you some specifications based on our Arrival 3 model, 460F, 460G, and 550GB. So as obviously, you can able to see based on the comparisons about their operating temperatures. And for those like the lightning strike, what is the kV they're able to sustain when lightning strike happen. And for this power input, they're slightly different based on the base station. So base station, they're special, they have dual power input. Okay, you can choose either one, whether you want to use our passive DOE adapter or you can use your this own 12-watt DC input, okay, for this power up of this base station. For the other rest, you need to work together with our this 24V passive PoE adapter. And the management of this CPE, we also able to using our this Ruijie Cloud eWeb SMP for do the pairing, okay, for every of CPE side. And next, we are going to show you another of the better guide. So we do have the comparison with our own 460F, 460G, and 550G with UPnT. Normally, based on the comparisons, you're able to see our disk capacity is better than UPnT in terms of this, what we say, 460F as well. And for the lightning strike, yep, we have been declared officially in our website, mentions our 460F, 460G, and 550G. They do have the lightning strike protections up to 6 kV. This is the better card we are going to compare with them. So for this new solutions, A Metro, so what is a scenario we are going to applicate, right? So like WISP or outdoor CCTV. So for WISP, some of the city, maybe for rural place, they need to have some internet access coverage. They can be using our this air metro solution as well. And for the garden or this what we say the area for this house residents, maybe the CCTV combination for different of the area you want to come back with the standard locations, you can using our this solution as well. And this is some of the concept we're going to show you some between the point to point, point to multi-point. Okay, when you have this kind of the multiple point, you want to point back to the single point, right? So the combination can be have 460G, 460F, and G again, F again, any of the 460 model, right? And pointing back to our this center base station 550, right? So for the antenna side, you can using based on the three type of the antenna. Our this 460 series, we also can be support point-to-point solutions, which means whereby your customer is looking for 15 kilometers coverage for the point-to-point with the building. You can purchase one unit by one unit to doing the point-to-point. So for this series, right, for those the 460F, no matter it's a 460G, we're selling per unit, not per pair anymore. This concept, this air metro series product, new product, different with EST. They cannot unable to support with the EST point to point, right? Please remember, please bear in mind on this. Especially for when we have a point to multi-point up to 32 scenario, mostly from the home user, let's say this is our home user, at least they can get 10 meg, 30 meg bandwidth from this kind of the scenario. If you have a point to point directly, at least this is the guarantee, okay, bandwidth you're able to get from the commercial client, okay, from the CPE to the CPE by point-to-point solution with the 15 kilometer. And next, for our A Metro WISP scenario, this is all the problem we are always facing, even those for pre-sales, post-sales, and maintenance team, right? So we have been elaborate for pre-sale stage, installation stage, and post stage. During the pre-stage, what is the problem always facing by this pre-sale side, right? They need to have some designing about our CPE solutions. So how our this WISP scenario and solution able to help you in this pre-stage solutions. And even though during the installation stage, right, so you want to install the our this CPE in high point position, especially in the high point of the building as well. You need to have at least two people who holding the blade, do the alignment, checking, using the laptop, everything, blah, 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 right? So even though when you have been point to the alignment with the correct directions, you also want to do some optimization. So it's not the easy job for our this partner SI installer. So even those for the project delivery, how we are going to maintain, how we are going to monitor, how we are going to check about the data, right? This is a very tough part, okay, for our SI as well. So for Ruijie, we do have some better for our this existing model, even those for the F series with G series with the UBNT. So within the 3 kilometer, 15 kilometer with the point-to-point and point-to-multi-point with up to 3 kilometer, right? What is the download speed we able to get and upload speed we able to get? So it's very obvious based on this result, right? We are compared with them, we are double up. You can see we are double up there, this download speed and upload speed as well. Even though the stability and the pricing wise is better than them a lot. Okay, so this is what we are going to sharing here. So this is some of the selling point, the value, why they are going to choose our Metro product. And for the value too, due to the pre-stage just now I mentioned, they're facing some difficulty for our pre-sale side. So they don't know how to answer. Let's say the customer saying that I have a point from here, I need to make another point from here. Is it can be covered or not? From the past time, nobody can be answer this question. But for Ruijie nowadays, we're trying to build our this AI heat map, work together with our bridge solutions. Okay, so how we going to show you for this kind of the solutions, right? Basically, you're able to see based on the animation, okay, from here, you can able to see the animation from here that can show you some what we is offering here is like the demo, okay, some of the demo for our this AI heat map. So let me to show you the real AI heat map, okay, from our this point-to-point scenario, especially from our this VAT itself. You need to remember every time. So this is the good tools they are built for you to serve your customer as well. So the AI heat map will be on our this Ruijie Cloud. So once you have been logged into our Ruijie Cloud, you're able to see this is our Ruijie Cloud overview page, and they do have the AI heat map here. So whereby when you click on this AI heat map, they will show you this is your all project heat map has been done before. So today I'm going to create the new heat map, right? With giving some solution outdoor with Singapore, okay, especially Singapore shopping center. I will create some Singapore shopping center solution with the point-to-point solution with the customer. So by right with this, I just click OK. And based on here, you realize that we do have a wireless deployment AI heat map and wireless switch AI heat map. So these are new features we are going to have been planned in our this AI heat map as well. So let's say today I'm going to have a Singapore heat map. Okay. So the Singapore will be what we say aligned with our this entire of the Google Map. So even though when I type Cisco, right, so they will able to show that yeah, Cisco is located in the Bukit Batok. Okay, Bukit Batok about these locations. Okay, so by these locations, right, how we are going to show the customer, let's say they do have the building, all right, from the building, even though we can see the building by the satellite map, okay, and how we are going to build with the point-to-point, let's say the customer saying that, yes, Aston, I need to set up the point-to-point starting from here. So I need to add the base station here. So based on this AI map, we're able to know every of the distance side. Okay, let's say maybe I want to point to this side, okay, for the first. How about second? Second, maybe I need to point to this side, all right? And third, I will point to this garden, Taman Garden, right? And I also will be point to here, all right? So once you're able to see, you're able to always can see the distance between the location with the base station, and they're also able to help you to generate certain of the information. Okay, based on the Google Map, right, they will put some informations to our this AI heat map, right, even though to provide you the coverage, whether how the experience about our this coverage, right? Yeah, this is a point-to-point solutions. All right, let's say I purposely make this location because I can see this is some of a blocking obstacle. So I point to here. Okay, they will able to show you that red color, what does it mean? Which means the direction from here to here, they have the obstacle to blocking. Okay, how we able to know the obstacle is blocking, right? So we click on here. Yes. You're able to see, right, the obstacle for the landscape, okay, for the sea level. You're able to see, is it whether they have any of the blocking here, or you can see here, okay, you can see from our side, from here, okay, from here. Yes, you can see the obstacle is blocking here. So how we are going to solve this problem, right? Maybe we are bring up this, okay, we make a pole, okay, higher a little bit. Okay, maybe the pole you need to have some station. Okay, lower a little bit. Yeah, too much. Okay, so you can see that, right? So even those different of the location, you can see how we can be escape. Okay, how we can be make the project successful. So even those from the base station, you can see, right, how high the base station from here is based on the ground is 60 meter. Okay, what is a comfortable area from the CPE side? Yeah, at least you need to 200 meter. Okay, you need to build a station 200 meter pointing back here. So even though during the installation, you're able to see, we can easily to know based on this information, right? So you use the compass. Okay, when you do the alignment, yes, you use the compass pointing to 53 degree east, facing east, right? And how about up down? Up down about negative 1.75 degree. Okay, and with the CPE side, you also can be use the compass point to 247 west. Okay, they will help you to pointing back to the correct directions. Okay, based on the Google Map as well. And how about up and down? Okay, accordingly, based on this 200-meter, normally you need to negative 3 degree for the tilt, okay, facing down. So these are some of the very useful informations we can be built up to point with the solution themselves. Okay, so this is my sharing here, okay, for our point to point. So for the, especially for the pre-sales side, so it's very useful tools for pre-sales. Okay, and next, this is another of the value during the installation stage. So normally when you need to install this point, at least you need to have the two people to work together. One is going to do the alignment, pointing the angle compass. Another one will be going to check their phone, yeah, or even though check their laptop, see the signal, able to find the good signal or not. This is the traditional, conventional way, okay, for I think past 10 years already for this web. But for this year's Ruijie, we're trying to bring something new, okay, for the installation job. We're using the sound indicator. Not only can be look for the LED or phone indicator. So based on the sound, you're able to listen this kind of the sound, which means there's a bad coverage for your angle coverage. How about this? This sound is mean modulation, your coverage moderation. How about best coverage? Yes, this is the best coverage. Even though you can using your phone, you can see the indicator, you can listen the sound. So you no need to have in the sunshine, very sunny day, you can't see your phone is not clear, your laptop is not clear during the installation. You need to take some place, okay? It's not under roof, under sun, right? So you can able to see the screen. So this is another of the what we say during the installation tools we're trying to build for you. All right. And for next, okay, for the optimization part, especially for after you are installed, you are pointing everything is good, but they do have the interference. Okay, they do have the interference. So based on the interference, for nowadays, we are trying to make it easy for our SI partner installer. Especially from here, you're able to see, you just need to recognize the color. Okay, you don't need to bother what is the 14936 or based on the graph, anything. You just choose the all green. Okay, for all green, which means there's a best you are going to choose for the wireless channel. So you wouldn't going to have any of the interference for the all green scenario. And even those you can using your mobile phone to choose, okay, you just choose the based on the color. In order that you choose the orange color or blue color, okay, instead of that, right? Remember, this part is trying to simplify everything. You no need to learn just based on color. Green is the best, okay? And for next, for our this A-Metro series, we also support web and applications monitoring and configurations. During you do have a point-to-point scenario, even though they're fully covered with the topology for one solution with our EG, switches, AP, and even those you can see point-to-point based on topology right now for this model as well. And we will giving you some fully visual channel interference and remote reboot, and even those they're able to tell you the bridge quality, real-time monitoring, and the live traffic as well. That's why this is some summary we are going to offer during the pre-stage installation stage and post-stage in WISP for our these solutions. And this is some of the case sharing from our this Kenya. Before that, they are doing a lot of using our this another competitor brand and build some what we say the TV case solutions for all the residents. So they do have the base station, so they need to cover all the resident area about here. This is the uphill, okay, to cover all the downhill. So they have some home user, shop lot, apartments, right? So you're able to see that during the before they are using our air metro solutions, they do have a poor performance, unstable connection, always complain unable to watch the TV. Okay, due to the some of the interference based on their environment or weather, so they need to have special, okay, and better product for that. And even though they keep complaining that during the installation or alignments job is very hard for them as well. So for us, after they are using our this product, even though during the installation, everything, so we are going to compare here the performance, okay, is can be watched the TV smoothly, even though for the YouTube channel and some of the channel as well. And for the installation stage, they also can be saying that, wow, very easy. They can be totally using 27 minutes, can be up everything, okay? And even those for the optimizations, they are going to first try to do the optimization with the channel, right? So the conclusion is mentioned by them is easy to get, okay? Easy to make with this interference, okay? We can differentiate which is the free channel as well. All right, and this is another case in Indonesia, in the Semarang, and this is what we are going to penetrate with the customer as well. And they previously they also complained a lot of the time wasting for the laptop to do the point-to-point configuration. Even some of the series, right, they will cost a different of the platform during their on-site do the site survey. They also unable to do that. They need to do the POC. And they do have involved some high labor costs, okay, during the installations for this high wireless position, because they're not in the very high position as well. So after during they are facing a lot of problem, we introduce our this heat map. Okay, we can generate the what we say the point-to-point heat map as a document as well. And for those the pairing everything, we do have the one-click button to pair with our this M-Metro series. And alignment and fine tuning, everything will be easily, okay, listen for the sound, choose the all green, the environment to do the optimization. So this is our Air Metro series.
The latest Air Metro series of wireless bridges can cover transmission distances from 2 to 15 kilometers, and TDMA technology can reach 1 to 32 devices. With Reyee app, we can use our cell phones to maintain the device anytime and anywhere, including real-time signal display, channel optimization, and remote reboot.
All right, so totally they do have entire of the wireless bridge product family. So during whereby we do have the 500 meter for EST 100 model. We do have the 1 kilometer EST 310 model. We do have the within coverage 2 kilometer up to 10 kilometer with the Air Metro series base station. And don't forget, we still have 5 kilometer for EST 350 model as well. Okay, how about within the 10 kilometer up to 15 kilometer, we do have the Air Metro 460F and 460G. So this is our entire of the outdoor CCTV scenario and make you have a clear and smooth surveillance image, even though for data as well. So it's also cost effective for this Air Metro family compared with the competitor. And you no need to worry any of pre-stage, installation stage, and post-stage for our Air Metro as well. So this is we are going to compare our own product with our Air Metro product. So for the value about our this before point-to-point and point-to-multipoint, so you can see that you no need to using a lot of pair of our this DST anymore. So with the Air Metro center unit, they can cover any of the location based on the antenna what you are going to choose. So it's more efficiency, less interference. All right. And this is what we are going to compare with the EST right now. The EST right now, they do not have any support this one press fast pairing in 30 seconds. Let's say I have a 32 unit of the 460 model. I need to point back to the base station, right? How easily we can pair, right? So you just need to click one of the button here one time for the base station. The other rest will be automatic, will be absorbed, okay, will be connected with the base station. very easy. But this must be done before you're going to do the installation. Don't do after install for around all the location, only go to test the base station. Okay, this is not the uh, uh, correct way. Okay, you are going to do the pairing. So please make sure all the CP power on in the table or in the room. After that, you press the base station one time. So all the CPU will be automatic as well, okay, to connect it with the base station. So you're able to see how just now how for the second case in the Indonesia, right? Why they can be complete within 27 minutes because they are using our this one press fast pairing features. All right, and all in cloud, you can better have a lot of what we say new thing, okay, new tools we're going to in our this Ruijie application. So first thing first is like this sound indicator, right, and color lights optimization method, and the monitoring by our point-to-point, and more detail about our point-to-point solutions. All right, so this is our offering, the selling point when you're going to facing this customer. This is all of that, right? So this is our case sharing in the Kazakhstan again. Okay, based on the Kazakhstan, they do have what we say that built some smart city, secure city, right? And they do have the MER, they do have 1,000 of the screen, including the school, shopping mall, police station, everything's like coverage about 50 or 70 camera. They're using our this solution as well, so you can able to see the topology, okay, the high topologies like this, okay, almost like this. They're using 490-degree antenna to cover for 360 degree. Okay, why they do not choose 360-degree antenna? Because the 360-degree antenna only applicable for 2 kilometers. When you want to more than 2 kilometers, right, you need to choose another of the 90-degree or 120-degree to coverage more of the station as well. Okay, so this is current solutions. Okay, basically based on them, their current solutions, and once they are changed with our solutions, so mostly you can see they can be help them to save the cost, and even those you no need have a lot of pairing with the antenna as well. Okay, so this is some of our sharing today for our network. Thank you. Any questions so far? Any questions so far?
Yeah, okay. Just to ask, because we have the base station with antennas, and also for the CPE, the 460 series. Yeah, so which distance we are based on? So we based on the 50 kilometers, or we based on the base station antenna?
Okay, so you need to know, let's say this 15 kilometer, and this is about let's say you choose 5 kilometer, right? So wireless is both way handshaking. So the bottleneck will be on 5 kilometer.
Okay, so the bottleneck is 5 kilometers.
Yes, even though your another side is 15 kilometer.
Okay, so if we are using 2460, then we can go up to 15 kilometers. Can we say like this?
If fully is 2 unit for the 460, you can up to 15 kilometers.
Okay, understand.
Okay. How about other? Do you have any of the question? Qi Wei, how about you? Are you here? Qi Wei, are you still here? Hello, Qi Wei. Qi Wei, one time. Okay, so please make sure everyone you are participate for this training, because this is a very useful product, new product for you to help you to improve your market, even though for your business as well. Okay, so next I'm going to introduce another of the new product we call RAP52 Outdoor AP. So this is one of the Reyee mini size series. So what you can see the entire of the outlook, right, is look like this. Okay, so for this model, it's very obvious. So since we are defined as an outdoor, there's a Wi-Fi 5. Normally it's Wi-Fi 5. Don't worry about Wi-Fi 5. Okay, for this Wi-Fi 5, you also cover some coverage from current user, even though the omnidirectional detectable antenna. And important for this IP52 series, there is support IP rating 65. Okay, and for this antenna outdoor for this AP, what is the kind of the scenario that can be used, right? Like garden, backyard, outdoor, store, public Wi-Fi. Okay, so just make sure the design is lesser than 100 concurrent users. And most important thing for this AP, they compare with our this outdoor model right now is the most cost-effective unit as well. And for this AP, right, since it's Wi-Fi 5, I think it's only one of our Wi-Fi 5 product they're able to support standalone border. Okay, even though this also can be using our SON cell organization network, can be complete within 150 seconds to do the configurations. And they also support some AI roaming for our this outdoor unit as well. Okay, and this is some of detail about our this mini size outdoor AP, and they come with 2 antenna, and this is a sizing. Okay, very small. If you're going to compare our current model, okay, 2260 or 6260, yeah, this is some of the we are trying to create a new thing. Okay, you won't going to feeling any of this bulky thing anymore, right? And they do have the 2 type of the installations method. So wall installation and pole installation method. And the more advantage for these solutions, right? We are trying to make it a detectable antenna. What is mean? Which means whereby the antenna itself, they can be using the standard SMA connector. So whereby you can easily to look for the third-party antenna in the market. So whether you can easily to change the radio pattern, right, based on the different type of the antenna you are choosing. So in the market, maybe you're able to find some directional antenna coverage. So which means after you detectable our existing antenna, you use your directional antenna, right? They're able to penetrate as a directional signal, right? So what is the advantage? Why we want to build the SNL connector, right? Because nowadays a lot of people they mentioned I need to have AI, even though for the IoT, what they are going to mention, right? So IoT normally they were going to have some requirement like AI robot. So during the AI robot or any of this what we say is signaling we are going to build for them, right? You can make the device unit. Okay, you can make the physical device unit hide inside the robot. Okay, just make the robot they do have the 2 antenna on it. So this kind of the scenario, I think last time I'm facing few of the customer in the Singapore, they're asking us whether do you have any of the AP that have an external antenna. I need to put the external antenna on outside on the AP, everything I want to hide inside. So for this AP itself, they also able to cover up to 200 meters. Yeah, it's a high gain antenna as well. And the concurrent user is less than 100. So it's a Wi-Fi 5, okay, AC model. So IP rating 65, which means they can be running proof and dust proof scenario. So for this IP rating for the 6, which means distant 2.5 meters, which means they can be running proof, okay, for this kind of the scenario. Like this is what I mentioned about our this standalone model. Wi-Fi 5 only have 1 model that can be support KB portal. Okay, and also right, and they also support the cell organization network. If you have a 10 outdoor IP, 20 outdoor IP, also can be done within 150 seconds. And AI roaming also support in our this IP52 unit, and they can be able to do some L2 roaming, okay, going to devices from the APA to the APB, right? And this is also can be roamed with our this existing model as well. So for the indoor 2220, 2200 or 2260, 2266 also can be covered, okay, with the 802.11 kb roaming, okay, for the transitioning. And the beauty of this design, they also support Reyee mesh. Okay, so that's why you're able to see the Reyee mesh also can be support with the Starlink connection with the up to 5 unit, and hoping method will be the 3 hop estimate. And these are some of the comparisons with our existing model, RP52 outdoor unit, and with the U brand and T brand, okay, U brand and T brand. So they do have the exactly same model with us, and what we can be see here, right? So by 2.4 gigahertz, we have been slightly high throughput compared with the T brand and U brand. When you're going to sell to the customer, yes, our 2.4 can be up to 400 Mbps right now with the Wi-Fi 4. That's why you can see our this total is 1267 Mbps. Okay, we add in together Wi-Fi 5 and Wi-Fi 4. That can be come with 1.2. They're only available to 1.1 around that. And the concurrent users for the high gain antenna, we also use high gain antenna for the transmission power, 26 dBm. Okay. And for this 2.4, we're using 3 dB and 4 dB as well. They come with 1 gig. And the most important thing, a lot of customers using how going to power up these devices, right? You can using the PoE, AF only. We no need PoE plus, or you can use our 24-watt passive PoE as well, okay, to power up this device. And what I'm going to highlight here, right? For this unit, please recommend your customer buy our this 30 for Reyee power adapter. Don't buy Ruijie power adapter 120 and 130. Okay, they do have some problem. Okay, for our competitor with our Ruijie 120 130 power injector. Okay, please go to Reyee, the cheaper power injector for this model. All right. And these are some of the comparison we compare with the U brand and T brand. So what we can be support, what they cannot be support, right? Like, yes, SON, we do have our proprietary SON. They do not have any SON. And for the KP portal, yes, we support all these things. Okay, for U brand, you need to have a cloud key. Okay, you need to have a cloud key. You're only able to connect to the cloud. And for T brand, okay, for T brand, maybe you need to pay by devices. Okay, for the device for connect to a cloud, you're only able to get this function. Okay, for project sharing, we are supported. We can support multi of the tenancy to manage the project, and the topology we also support. Okay, based on the logical and physical as well. And troubleshooting tools, nowadays we do have AI troubleshooting and a lot of these enhanced tools in our Ruijie card as well. And this is what we are offering right now. Okay, especially for the roaming, they are not support, you support. Okay. And this is our new outdoor family, so please bear in mind. So nowadays, I think a lot of people is looking for this Wi-Fi as well. And because they are more smaller, mini, compared with the current model as well. Okay, so this is my sharing about IP52 outdoor unit. Any questions so far? Today, for those that participate for today training, you need to go through the new product exam. Okay, we do have an exam for you after that.
It's like the online exam.
Yes, using our e-learning platform, I will assign to your account later on. Provide me your this e-learning login email address. I will assign later.
Okay, can. Later we summarize and forward to you.
Yeah, and I also will be share all this material to you. I think Carlo, I've been shared to you before, right? For this material.
Yeah, before have. I think should be the same, right?
Yeah, should same. Yes. And for next, okay, and next we'll move on to industrial switch. Okay. I will highlight again because I think industrial switch has been presented by your side before, right? I think last event, okay, by me. And the new for our industrial switch, especially from sales side, our industrial switch normally for some harsh environment, okay, is very true industrial grade. And they do have the 3 model right now: 4-port copper, 2-port fiber, 8-port copper, 2-port fiber, and 8-port copper and 4-port fiber. So for some of the scenario, let's say the customer asking, do you have any of the 16-port for industrial switch? Normally you can use 2 units. Okay, you can using 2 units, use the uplink to connect up to 16-port for your customer as well. Okay, don't saying that we don't have a 16-port. Okay, you can combine 2 units using the 2 uplink, do the LAG or link aggregations to up performance for our this two switches become 16 port. So all the copper port here, we are support PoE power. Okay, so normally what is the means the harsh environment? Okay, so harsh environment, some of the harsh environment like coastal area, okay, lightning strike country, hot area, cold area of the country, even those for some what we say remote area, okay, for the open area as well. And they also call harsh environment. Okay, so normally for this scenario, what kind of the scenario they will using our industrial switch, okay, especially for the outdoor plantation, smart city construction site, outdoor parking highway, bridge site, smart tunnel, and so on, right? And for the fact, okay, for the industrial switch, normally for the fact, right, they're easy to be make the board itself correction. Okay, this is always facing in the outside, okay, for other brand, okay, using the industrial level. And even though some of the electronic of the component easy to get the short circuit, okay, due to some dust or any of the end to going to make house in the PCB board. So how we are going to prevent this fact, right? We do have our advanced technology, okay? We do have going to spray one of the layer 50 micrometer coating in our PCB board. And even though for our this, what we say, the pin, okay, the RJ45 connection pin, normally they do have the active, right? They make by the copper. So during the day to day and the high humidity in the outside for the switches, the copper EC will be diversified, okay, so will be turned to the green color. So how we are going to prevent this happening? So we're using the gold plating, okay, to make the gold plating by 3 from this standard 3 micrometer up to 15 micrometer. So even though for the outside, the casing itself, we also do some tests about 400 times with some coastal area with the salt spray tester, okay, for our this outside casing, even though for this entire of the switch. So this is what I'm going to elaborate. Okay, just now they do have the conformal coating layer for entire of the PCB board to make the board more last longer, okay, compared with the without conformal coating. And secondly, for this is the gold plating. Okay, we're able to see the gold plating. And for those, the entire of the enclosure for these switches, they have a special process for power coating. Okay, so they won't going to easy to scratch. They won't going to easy to melt for the pen or anything, right? And for the fact, okay, number 2, when for this industrial grade, we are easily to make the switch hang when they do have the high temperature or even though for low temperature. So how we are going to prevent this temperature problem, right? So we special to use some unique SIP fins design. So at least you can see our this fin that do have the 12 mm. Okay, compared with all the competitor in the market right now, they only have a very thin, okay, very thin fin, about 2 mm only, right? And the temperature we can be ensured stable to operate within -40 degrees up to 80 degrees Celsius. Right, this is a very important thing, right? And even though based on this temperature, we are especially using some industrial grade chipset. Like we going to using this industrial grade chipset compared with other industrial switches as well. So that's why due to the industrial chipset and the 12 mm fin design, so yes, we do have some stress tests in our lab and saying that we use the T brand and Trend brand, right, to do some stress tests. So you can see other brand, they are very low for this heat distribution and not efficiency, okay, for the heat dissipation. So you can see that whereby we are going to compare with our this Reyee industrial switch, yeah, we are better a lot based on the temperature showing that 52 degrees Celsius up compared with the 68 degrees Celsius. And more information about our this industrial switch. So they also have due to this dust proof design, okay, they can be stay for strong in the dusty environment, especially when you have some what we say the dust in your this PCB board. Even those the gap between you are going to design with your switches, the some of the what we say the animals, not animals, some insect, they're able to go drill inside to your switch, okay, to make some house. Because why? Because a lot of what we say the insect, they like the heat environment, okay, especially you put your switch in the outdoor during the rainy day or cooling day, the insect will be looking for some heat element. So your switch is the best heat element for them to build a house. So for this, we already built for this entire of the closing, fully close up. Okay, compared with the other, you're able to see other brand. They do have some a lot of hole, making hole, right? For what? For what purpose? For heat depreciation. Okay, so for us, we getting the IP rating 40. Okay, the minimum gap between we build for this switch is 1 mm. So the insert is not easily to go in our switches to make house in the PCB board, to make your this board easy to short circuit or for other of this problem. So this is a very important thing. We are built for the industrial switch for you. And for the plug and play scenario, okay, from here you're able to see our this industrial switch, we also support SON. We can be done the setup in 150 seconds. And we also support the ERPS plug and play. Okay, so based on the ERPS plug and play, right? So you need to take note about ERPS plug and play. We can only support up to 16 devices per ring. Okay, per ring, 16 devices. So, and what we have been emphasizing here, right? The ERPS, we do have need to do the configuration for the single of the unit as a master first. So the other rest only will be able to support the plug and play scenario. Okay, and this is the SON. So we can be using our laptop to do the SON. We also can be using mobile to do the SON. And this model, we also support the watchdog. Okay, watchdog, and we also have been support VLAN and auto configurations, easy managed without account as well. And for those this industrial switch normally is like our this current ES MBS series. So you also can be do the monitoring, remote reboot, and any of this long distance transmission. They also support from these switches as well. And the ERPS is in the concept that we're going to automatic to link up for those the devices do not configure the ERPS. Okay, so this firmware has been released, okay, since last year December. And why we want to make the ERPS, okay, for the ring design, because we want to cover by the link failure, okay, for the redundancy and resiliency scenario. So compared with the you have any of the this single point of the failure scenario. And for the next, that's why we trying to build the switches simple and nice for everyone. So that's why for those if let's say your customer is asking you, my industrial switch need to have a console cable. So the questions to the customer, what is the point you need the console cable? Because the ERPS, we also help you to build everything already. So we also can be using the mobile cloud, everything. So what is the point using the console cable and CLI anymore? Okay, so this is a selling point as well. Okay, how we are going to answer this kind of the question. And for next, okay, for our this industrial switch, normally we support dual power input. Okay, so you can see easily we can have dual power input, dual power supply to input to power up our switch. And what is the voltage can be power up our switch, right? The voltage can be 12 watt up to 56 watt. You also can be power my switch. Whereby which means if using solar panel, 12 watt, 24 watt, 36 watt, 48 watt, 56 watt also can be power up my switch. So how we are able to know the calculation about the voltage, right? So if you are giving the 12 watt DC input, you can have 60 watt, okay, for this PoE power budget. If you give the 24 wattage DC input, you're able to get 120 watt power budget, okay, for our this PoE. So don't forget, our this industrial switch, we come with the industrial power supply. Okay, you can purchase our industrial power supply, even though we come with industrial optical module. So for this model, the uplink arrival only support up to 1 gig. Okay, they do not have 10 gig because this is an access layer. So normally we wouldn't going to offer 10 gig solutions for the customer, right? And most of the important thing, a lot of this industrial switch will be installed in the outside. Normally for outside, right, they will using some of the CCTV, some of the camera, some of the AI, or you say the IoT device, right? They won't going to install the PC in the outside. They won't going to install the laptop in the outside. So normally for the transmission, for the CCTV, for this IoT device, the packet is very small. So 1 gig uplink is sufficient for this kind of the scenario. Okay, this thing. And this is some of the competitor analysis compared with other brands. So for Reyee, you can see we're going to compare for the market like Planet, Utable, Trendnet, at least Statistic or Ashcore. Okay, don't compare with the Dahua. Dahua normally the price is very low, even though for the HIK as well. So this most important thing, we are the managed switches. Okay, we are the managed switches. We are going to compare. We are real industrial grade switch compared with other as well. And this is more detailed. Okay, so what is the selling point? So from the wattage side, you can see we are the most winner. We are the winner. So the any of the power within the range we can power up. In order that they need to at least 48, 56. Normally for the, or you say the solar panel, they are unable to support to power up this switch directly. Okay. For Dahua also same, at least they need to have a 48 watt as well. Okay, for us, 12 watt can be power out already. Okay, so this is our selling point summary. So for this switch, we also support the 9-inch rack for 8 kV protections. Okay, this thing for the port. Okay, so far any question about our this industrial switch? So I think everyone are very familiar with our industrial switch because I've been go a few rounds already with this core team. And for the next, okay, for the next, I'm going to introduce our home Wi-Fi model. Okay. So for home Wi-Fi model, right, what is the available new model we do have for you? Especially is RGEW 3000 GS Pro. So for this model, right, for this year's, especially for Q1 and Q2, we are going to launch 3 models, okay, for our this current existing model as well. So the first is Wi-Fi 4, okay. The model we call EW300N, okay, EW300N. So and for the Wi-Fi 5, we have the EW1300G GE Pro, okay. So the combination between these 2 units, right, is replacement, not replacement. Okay, we can say that the performance is better than these 2. Okay, this will be better than this will be better than this. But the pricing wise, this one will be lower. This one will be lower as well. Okay, compared with the 1200G Pro. And we do have the one more gaming router, okay, gaming router. So we call EW3000 GS Pro. So this is one of our gaming router. So the gap between the 3200 and 1800 GS Pro, okay. So that's why they are support as 3000 for the Wi-Fi 6. And for this, we're going to show you. Okay, for this model, right, as you can see just now, they are very cost effective compared with the right now the model 3200. And even though they have been high performance, the signal can be have an amplifier pushed up using the 160 megahertz. Okay, within the speed will be more faster. I don't know whether you realize that our EW 3200 GS Pro, their megahertz for the channel width only available for 80 megahertz. For this, they can be double up again. Okay, for this performance. That's why this model is born for gaming, right? So they do have some QoS, special Wi-Fi QoS gaming mode for configure for this model as well. So they also support the one-click rematch and can be using our cloud to do managed purpose. And we also free one DDNS, okay, and support OpenVPN connections for this home Wi-Fi model as well. The most important thing, right? This router, there can be support load balance, whereby you have a two link from the ISP, let's say from the Singtel, from the another of the telco, you can have loop balance, two WAN loop balance, okay, for this model. This is the only first model we're going to launch if we support two WAN as a loop balance method. Okay, and what we are going to show you for this photo, right? So we try to tear down our this device itself to let you to show that to your customer, okay, to showing that we do have a 5-gain antenna. This all antenna is connected with our PCB board, and they built in the 5 amplifier chipset 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And even though we are using dual core MTK processor 1.3 gigahertz, okay, this is a very important thing because we're going to compare with our this competitor brand, F50 key brand. So when we're going to tear down, right, we only realize that they have a 4 amplifier chipset on it. Okay, and their processor is Intel dual core 800 megahertz. Okay, so we are going to compare with our this current model, right? Yeah, we are better a lot from them. And we also do some stress test competitor analysis. Okay, so compare with the AS50 with our 3000 GS Pro. This is some of the output. Okay, I think everyone is, you don't understand, right, how we are going to read this reading. Okay, so you just need to take note about our this summary. Okay, we have been built up the summary for use and compare with them. Okay, compare with them. How many of the transmission speed and receiving speed? Okay, we are going to compare with them. So you can see we are better. Okay, signal penetrations. Okay, for the wall compared with the AS50. Right. And this is another of the video I'm going to show you our this home gaming router, how the experience.
Cloud. Make your business easy.
So it's very obvious that the speed performance we are going to compare with F50 right, is higher than that. Okay, and next I'm going to show you another of the videos. So we are going to test the latency, okay, between the using the game, okay, with our this EW3000 GS Pro with T brand, whereby we are going to download the subframe. All right. Born Strong, Born Wild, right? Is our EW3000 GS Pro. The design for this model is equipment for this, especially designed for the camera. So you can see the downloading, even though for the presentation about the wall for multiplayer in the same time, they can have a good performance. And this is some of we are going to show you that the penetrations due to the 5 chipset, how we going to achieve the penetrations better than other, because the FEM is very important. So when you're going to select the right home Wi-Fi router, please make sure they built in the amplifier FEM. All right, and next we'll be going to show you the Wi-Fi QoS. So I don't know whether you tried this before or not. And for those you have the devices you have been used before, right? You can realize that the router itself, they do have 2 Wi-Fi links. Okay, one is for Wi-Fi gaming. Okay, another Wi-Fi is for normal use. Based on different of the access for connection for the Wi-Fi, right? You can have a QoS managed by this router. And the most important thing, okay, we can also support the dual WAN configurations. So you can configure the dual WAN based on the different of the method by the loop balancing. Okay, what kind of the loop balancing you're going to select for different of these connections, like this video going to show. Okay, so the video is going to show you the combined line. So we are going to test with the Wi-Fi 6 input with the router itself. You can see the download speed can be up to 1.5 gig download speed. Okay, download speed is about 300 and 400 download speed. This is the result, the powerful of the dual WAN configuration. Okay, and for the upgrading, yes, all the home Wi-Fi series currently we do have free Ruijie DNS. We support WPA3, time limit, OpenVPN, guest Wi-Fi, and speed limit as well. Right, and the next we're going to compare with this model with the competitor model as well. Okay, as you can see that we have the port. We can have this dual WAN support compared with other. We have a 5 antenna, 5 amplifier. Okay, even though we have the Reyee mesh on project-based cloud managed scenario. Okay, and the comparison card between our own device as well. Okay, so just I want to show you, this is a port available right now, and what is the advantage? For this, the throughput bandwidth performance will be better compared with the 3200, and they do have built-in the gaming engine. Okay, they come with the 5 amplifier, 5 antenna, and the speed. Trust me, this speed will be better than 3200 GS Pro. Okay, and the pricing for this, right, even though is better. Okay, the gap between the 3200, yeah, this is the pricing. Okay, and for the next, okay, I'm going to show you a video. Okay, I'm going to show you a video. Okay, so this is the second model for the home Wi-Fi router we're going to introduce for you to have this product mapping with our existing EW12200 GS Pro. This is the AC, all right, and it's an entry level for the gigabit router. Okay, for some small house environment. And what we are going to upgrade the port for the G port. They have a 5 high gain antenna, support Reyee mesh, and cloud manageable, okay, for our this device. And we are going to compare with the existing like T brand, C60, C64, and A6 or C59, right? So you can see the speed for the 2.4, we have been highly different, okay, higher than 100 Mbps. Okay, And the other rest, as usual, okay, we can have a support all this OpenVPN, HTTP, right? And this all of one-click mesh. We also support on this model as well. Okay, so we trying to bring down to let you to see side. This is the price, okay, estimation. Okay, this is the draft price. Okay, let's say if you're selling the current 1,200 GS Pro, the current is 24. Let's say it's 24 USD, right? But this one can be cheaper, another $3. So we can able to see the selling market. Okay, we can try to build the real device, okay, to make with our competitor. Okay, and the competitive of the analysis performance between the T brand and this new EW 1300 GS Pro, and you can see that to show you our this comparison between the transmit speed and download speed. Yeah, we are better than that. Okay, so this is my sharing about home Wi-Fi. Okay, home